let's talk about Hendon Hooker. Her name is popping up in more trade rumors. I mean, you had the Giants this offseason, turned around after the Giants. Now you got the Raiders and the Carolina Panthers, you know, possibly being interested in Hendon Hooker. And I think that's one of the best things I like that Brad Holmes did. I've been preaching this for years, that one of the things I like that he did was he went out there and he got a quarterback. You know, too many times these franchises go out there and they put all in one quarterback. When they get injured, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I like the fact that he went out there and he made a play for a quarterback. He got Hendon Hooker, a guy that some people think without the injury would have been a first-round pick. All right? And get him into the third? I think that's smart. Right? So I think that's smart. You know, you always should keep one in the chamber. I preach that's the one thing I like about New England. Whether it was Hoyer, Brissett, Garoppolo, Mallett, they always kept a quarterback, you know, in the chamber. So that's what I liked about him. And obviously, there's value in Hendon Hooker being your quarterback, because if something happened to Jared Goff, guess what? You know, he young, you know, but he got ability. So you should always keep somebody that can hold you down. For years, you know, Kansas City, they had Chad Henne. You know, the New York Giants had Jeff Hollister. What was it, Hollister, whatever his name? Hollister. You know, they won a Super Bowl. Nick Foles, you know, in Philly. So there's value in having a solid backup quarterback that's capable. Seattle had Geno in the fold. Geno ended up becoming their quarterback because the game we play, no matter how much they gentrified football, what you got to understand, the game we play, they play. They could be over like that. So, you know, I think, you know, people talking about possibly trading them. It's interesting. I don't think you're in a position to do so. Where are we going to go at a quarterback behind Jared Goff? Now, eventually, you're going to showcase him in preseason. You're going to look good, and somebody's going to trade for him. Somebody gonna give you a bunch of money, give you some compensation, and you're gonna have to rotate in another quarterback. Or what if he start looking really good in camp, and he started out playing Jared Goff somewhere in that contract? Then the fun of the games begin. So eventually, the thing is to do have security behind Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? Showcase him in preseason. Somebody give you compensation for him, and then you go find a respectable quarterback again and keep doing it. I mean, New England did it time and time again. You know, Andy Reid was notorious for it. Vic, McNabb, Kevin Cobb. You know, he was the quarterback whisperer. So, right now, I don't think it's in their best interest to do so. Unless somebody give you something that you really want, but the Raiders hit you up and be like, well, we give Devontae Adams for Hendon Hooker, and when you give us a draft pick and Hendon Hooker, then maybe you start to think about it. You know, then you go, maybe. But Hendon Hooker carries so much value. You know, so much value. You know, and just like Bryce Young, regardless of what Andy Dalton doing, we'll see if it's an anomaly this week. Whoever the Panthers pay, we'll see if it's an anomaly. They keep rolling, then, you know, Bryce Young's stock could drop a little bit. But like I said before, there's always going to be value in a quarterback that's capable. There's always going to be value in that. There's always going to be value in a quarterback that's capable. So, don't forget it. Don't forget it. But on the real, no, unless you get an outstanding offer, I don't think you can do it right now. Whether it's the Panthers, whether it's the Raiders, and that's all asking an awful lot for Hendon Hooker to come in ain't played in a real game, pick up a playbook, can come in and start. So I don't really see that. Maybe next year you probably can see that happening. Let's say trade from this year or the end of this year, then they do it, or sometime next year. Then that becomes possible. Then I can see it. But as far as right now, I don't really see that, kind of being the game plan. So, but, this is how you build the football team. Depth, quarterback. And for years, they refused to put depth behind Matthew Stafford because they didn't want Stafford to feel like he was competing for his job. And they was rolling up the red carpet treatment for him. Kind of remind you what they doing with Cade Cunningham. That's a great parallel right there. Giving a franchise to a guy that ain't earned it. And Matthew never won nothing, and I hope Cade win a lot of something in Detroit. There's a lot of parallels there. But yeah, with Hendon, I think he got too much value right now. Eventually, either he will start or he will get traded somewhere where he can play. That's gonna happen. If his skills are the way it is, and he showcased it in preseason, a lot of people like him because of his mobility, and he the backup quarterback. So a lot of people like the mobility. He everything golf ain't. And golf pretty much everything he ain't. So people just like a change. That's it. He get in there and start messing up, they'd be calling for golf. And it don't help that golf getting off to a slow start. But Hendon Hooker, the way he able to drive the football, throw the deep ball, athleticism, that's a part of the game. But being able to pick up an offense, run an offense, go through the reads, that's a different part of the game. Them things he got to learn. Teams are going to prepare for them legs. People are going to prepare for them one reads and scramble. People are going to prepare for that. For him, it's just about being patient, picking up the playbook, learning defenses. Whenever he gets some reps, taking advantage of them. And his number called, shine. He get that opportunity in a real game, don't look back. That's the name of the game. Brady didn't look back. You know what I'm saying? When you see them sprinters, you got some cocky enough to look back. But shit, most of them sprinters, they ain't looking back. They trusting in their ability to take off. Most of them sprinters ain't looking back. Sometimes they'll look back for us, just for fun. That's taking time off your time. Most of the time. So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got, man. So I don't see unless somebody come with a gold mine deal, and I don't see how he would help them right away anyway. So hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit that. Check me out. Check out Lions Talk playlist. Check my other platforms out. All the links in the link tree. Appreciate the love. Peace.